Hey guys, Leslie Cordes here. So I just wanted to give you a simple way that you can get your Beachbody business organized if you have nothing but a laptop or an iPad to get started with. I started as a pen and paper person and I still am to this day. I love writing stuff down as I'm working. I do use Evernote, and I do have reminders and notes in my phone, but for the most part, I track who I talk to with pen and paper. And I buy cute notebooks, and I buy fun pens, because that fits me and what I want, what works for me. I'm not a huge Excel person. I do use it for certain things, but not for tracking the basics of my business. Like in Evernote, I save great example posts to show, new coaches and things like that. Anything that would be super word intensive that I don't want to write down goes in Evernote or my Google Drive, but everything else goes in these. So this is like a 5-subject notebook, and I bought this for like $2 at Big Lots. Not kidding. That's like where I pick up a bunch of my office supplies, the dollar store, Big Lots. So it's got 5 dividers in here. So really for me, this could be June, July, August, September, October, where I could put everything in here for the next couple of months to track my business. So I'm just going to show you kind of how I lay it out inside this binder and how it works for me. I just started my new June one, so it's kind of blank, but you get the idea. So first page is just my June goals. And I've written those out here so that every time I open this up and sit down to work, I see those goals staring right at me. It's a good little tip. You could always put them on your desk too. I always think it's important to have that nearby, know your goals, know what you're working towards. I also keep a picture of my family on my desk, have my why close by. So the second page for me is my potential coach list. And I typically section this off as hot list, coaches that are probably going to sign up, this month. Warm list, people that I've mentioned coaching to, but they need a little more information. Maybe they need to be invited to a upcoming business opportunity call, a webinar, just watch a video, follow me for a little bit longer. They're on the warm list. And then at the bottom, I always keep a seed planted list. Someone that I've mentioned coaching to in passing, or because I thought they would be a great fit, or maybe a current challenger. And they stay on my list. If you track it, and I typically pull over names from so this is June, I would pull over names from May that needed to be on this list too. So people that didn't sign up last month, or so June's my month, they stick around. They don't just get deleted and I start all over. So this page will fill up pretty quickly. Then the next page is potential challengers, okay? And I don't just leave one page, I leave like 3 pages for potential challengers. And I will tell you, all I do is write their name down. A lot of them come either from my personal page or my like page, and I write their names down so that I can make sure that I'm following up with them, or I can invite them to my next event, and I know who I'm talking to. Now, I don't track anything really beyond their name and if they've signed up or not. And if And that's enough for me, because my Facebook messages basically serve as my record of our conversation. So if someone happens to message me back and says, I'm getting Insanity this month, awesome. I can basically go back and reference our entire conversation on Facebook, take a look at it, and know that they're ready to go. They were on my list. So, and this sort of, and honestly, this potential challenger list serves as new people added for me too, because I add a lot for my like page. Okay, the next, I'm going to do a 5-day sugar-free group this month. So I have just made an empty page where I will write down all of the people that join. This is another great way that I add to my network. Because I'm able to help and reach out and meet a lot of new people by offering free groups. That will be coming up later this month, and I just like to keep a record of who those people are, how they did in the group, if they, participated or not. And honestly, I just will make myself like a little legend up at the top, like put a star next to their name if they rocked it out. And that's it. That's it. Not too scientific here, but for me, this is how I work. And then I have a list of potential diamond coaches that are coming up this month. A list of June potential emeralds, because these are all things on my goal list, and people that I'm helping hit their goals this month. This page is going to be a list of new coaches signed. So this helps me keep track of those new coaches, make sure, I'm getting them through my process of, welcome email, new coach call, all that follow-up, and then getting them into my next new coach training. And then, speaking of new coach training, here is my list of June new coach trainings, and I haven't even filled this in yet. I'm a little behind so far this month. But June 2nd and my coaches that I have in there will be listed here so I can make sure to be on top of what they're up to. I will fill those in here probably after this video. And my next one will be June 23rd after Summit. So I will start to fill that in as I sign new coaches this month. Makes sense, right? Now I know always where I'm heading. I haven't put another page in yet. Okay, well, I can tell you what the next page will be. In fact, I'll write it in right now. It's going to be my June Success Club qualifiers. And I actually structure this a little bit differently. I put Success Club 10 at the top, and then Success Club 5, and then I also keep a category of almost there. And this is kind of how it looks. So Success Club 10, and as coaches hit it, I start to fill this in. Success Club 5, and almost there will honestly be extending to a second page, because there are always lots of coaches that get 1, 2, or 3 points, right? Or coaches that have 0 points, but that are really working on it this month. So it's usually like a continued list on to page 2, but it gives me a quick glimpse at what I'm working with this month and who I need to come in and help. So I hope this gives you guys a really simple way of thinking about organizing your Beachbody business. I don't care if you're a brand new coach, an emerald coach, or a 9-star qualifying diamond elite coach. There is merit in tracking what you do. It is so important. The moment I really started to get serious about what I was doing in this business, and I decided to start writing it down, so every time I sat down I worked with a purpose and with a goal in mind, I started making a lot more headway in this business. But when I sit down with this binder at nap time or nighttime, I know exactly where I need to dig in, get my vital behaviors accomplished, and where I need to spend my power hour. Okay, and one last thing, because I just forgot. But usually at the bottom of my June goals list, and I haven't done it yet because I'm still waiting for a few books to come in, I will typically write my personal development books for the month. So for me, I usually pick 2 to 3. I'm one of those that I will read based on what I need to feed me that day. So if it's leadership, I read leadership. If it is something about health and fitness, I'll read health and fitness. But I typically keep a list of the 2 or 3 books here I'm reading for the month, and that just keeps me on my own personal goal of making personal development an important part of my business. And it's something that I find enjoyable to read at the start of my day and at the close of my day. So I hope this helps you guys a bit. Go out there, get organized. Everyone can go find a $1 or $2 notepad at the store and grab a couple of pens. They don't have to be these colors, and get started on treating your business like a business. It's not a hobby, it's a business. If you guys have any more questions or would like any more help on this subject, please let me know. It's something that I've had to figure out a system that works for me, but I'm more than happy to share how it's implemented into my business. Thanks, guys.